Discover amazing places and unique destinations off the beaten track. Unearth the beauty of Sarawak through its people, culture, nature, heritage, and wildlife. Watch real-life adventures in the land of the Hornbills. Welcome to Outback Sarawak. I'm Faye Kusairi, actor, dreamer, traveller, on a journey to explore my native land. This is my story. Faye Kusairi. Believe me, you can travel the world, but nothing beats the feeling of coming back to your home ground. I can't wait! The capital city of Kuching is located on the banks of the Sarawak River. In Kuching, one can easily get around using the traditional roofed wooden boats or sampan. This is a popular mode of transport among the locals as it ferries passengers from one riverbank to another for a mere fee of RM1. Of course, one can always drive around as well, but this is quicker depending on where you are heading. Along the river, you'll see interesting architecture like the S-shaped Darul Hana Bridge and the new State Legislative Assembly Complex. Then, you'll find a wall sculpture that relates the famous local fable of how the mouse deer tricked the crocodile into helping it cross the river. Speaking of the reptile, saltwater crocodiles or Crocodilus porosus can be found in coastal swamps and rivers around Sarawak. Nicknamed Bujang Senang or Happy Bachelor, crocodile sightings are common, though you probably wouldn't want to come face to face with one in the wild. Another interesting sight is the Square Tower. Built in 1879, this used to be a prison before it was turned into a fortress. It's time for local treats, and gula apong ice cream is simply a must-try. Now, you can't say that you've been to Kuching until you have had some mee kolok. When you're in Sarawak, you cannot miss this. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Every time I'm back, the first few things that I would do is to get myself some tasty noodles. See? I've cleaned out my bowl. I wasn't kidding. I really do love it. Located about 35 kilometers north of Kuching, the legendary Mount Santubong is visible from afar. Putri Santubong, Putri Sanjinjang, Penjaga gunung negeri Sarawak, manis si ada dapat dilawan, anak dan dewa turun kayangan. Ask any Sarawakian and they probably be able to sing the melody and tell you the famous folklore about two beautiful feuding princesses.
Putri sejinjang penjaga gunung negeri Sarawak, manis ada dapat dilawan.
But did you know the song Putri Santubong was composed in the 70s by Madzi Johari from Seri Aman, who was also the lyricist and the original singer for the song. He wrote the song to relate the folklore in a catchy tune so that the story would never be forgotten. Less than 5 minutes away from Mount Santubong lies Damai Central. Built on a coastal land that overlooks the South China Sea, it's a multi-purpose ethnic resort-style complex. Set against the backdrop of the majestic Mount Santubong, it's an open venue that allows you to get close to the sun and sea along Damai Beach on the Santubong Peninsula. Here's where you can pick a spot and spend hours gazing out to sea and far into the horizon. It's an excellent place to catch the gorgeous sunset, a beautiful purplish hue. A popular spot in Damai Central is Escobar. The cozy decor looks warm and welcoming. The restaurant overlooks the South China Sea, and if the weather permits, you would also be able to view the sunset from the terrace. I found a nice little spot to chill out while I caught up with some text messages from the family back home. See you after the break. Welcome back to Outback Sarawak. We've arrived at the Semenggoh Wildlife Centre, which is the main attraction in Semenggoh. This is where you can see a colony of semi-wildlife orangutan. Now, what do you mean by semi-wild? Let's find out. Located 20 kilometers south of Kuching, the Semenggoh Wildlife Centre is a part of the Semenggoh Nature Reserve. Established in 1975, it began as a sanctuary for injured and orphaned orangutans or those rescued from being kept as illegal pets. Its wildlife center in Semenggoh is currently the biggest orangutan rehabilitation center in Sarawak. Our tour of the center began with a visit to the gallery. The name orangutan is a Malay word which means person of the forest. At the gallery, you'll be able to learn fascinating facts about the primates. I was immediately drawn to the portrait of the orangutan that shed a tear, a poignant message about an endangered species. Orangutans are highly intelligent. In fact, they share almost 97% of the same human DNA. I'm set to go. Are you? Let's go! We're waiting for the buggy to come because it's a long and steep way going to see the orangutan. It's about 7 minutes ride on the buggy to the center to see the orangutan. So I'm very excited because I've never seen orangutan live before. Don't know what to expect. At the Semenggoh Wildlife Center, the orangutans are trained to fend for themselves before being released into the forest. The ones that have been trained and released now form a semi-wild colony in the nature reserve.
Looks like we got here in time for feeding.
At Semenggoh, feeding takes place twice a day. This is when you'll be able to get a closer look at the primates as they swing down from the trees to get some food. Their diet consists mainly of fruits. So, when fruits are in season, the orangutans may not come down to the feeding area since food is abundantly available in the forest itself. From the Semenggoh Wildlife Center, we made our way to a well-known homestay on Jalan Borneo Heights, some 40 minutes away. Annah Rais Longhouse is a Bidayuh settlement which is located about 100 kilometers south of Kuching at the foothill of Borneo Highlands. Look very old, huh?
Yeah.
It's a very heavy wood.
Yes, it's
Oh.
the hardwood. This is so hardwood.
What is this, Auntie?
This is where you squeeze all your fruit juice using the machine.
Uh-huh.
But this one is the olden days, so they use hardwood. So they can press. And this is for them, for the Longhouse people to process into sugar. So they will put all the sugar cane here
Uh-huh.
and they will start to roll it.
Roll it.
After that, they will cook it and process it. Put until it's dry up,
Uh-huh.
becomes sugar.
How long is this
It's
device?
more than 100 years already. It's very, very old.
If you like, you could choose to spend a day crushing sugarcane using the traditional crusher as part of your outdoor activity. Should be fun.
In the olden days, this is how the village people collect water from the mountain stream. So they are very smart. They use bamboo to collect all the water down here for their domestic use. For drinking, for cooking, for washing, for everything.
I see.
And this water, they say, is very good water, contain a lot of minerals.
The water is cool, yeah. Duh si barang taran sapo di kawasan kampung. Do not litter, okay? Standing at slightly over 3 meters above ground, the large Bidayuh tribe Longhouse is made from ironwood and mature bamboo. Home to more than 80 families, you'll see some parts that have retained its original structure, whereby it was constructed without nails nearly 200 years ago. The Longhouse community comprised some 1,500 people, and everyone here is related. The residents have continued to uphold the Longhouse communal living traditions up to this present day. This is the Bidayuh tea made of a tree bark. Apa namanya kan? Bekah beras. A tree called bekah beras. So this is, I'm just gonna try it. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It tastes not bad. It does taste like a, what do you call it? Screw pine. Some of the things for sale include bamboo baskets and trays, a selection of home-brewed rice wine or tuak, as well as black and white peppercorns. Apa pernah kita tak?
Apalah kepak ubi.
Oh, kopok ubi.
Tak.
This is when after this process, you fry it in oil and there you go. Tapioca cracker. It's actually good. This is my first time trying. I never knew this actually exists in Sarawak, even though I'm Sarawakian. When the sun is up, you'll see villagers drying rice that's been harvested from the hills. Yes, life looks simple here, but something tells me that there's more to this village and its people. I followed the mesmerizing sound of the music, and it led me to the home of the renowned Bidayuh musician and musical instrument maker, Arthur Borman. The men were once part of a band called Madah, which means relatives or brotherhood, as the band members were from the same longhouse. The music comes from a traditional Bidayuh musical instrument called pratuang. In Sarawak, many traditional instruments are crafted with bamboo since it can be found in abundance in the forests. Made from a single bamboo tube, the bamboo zither has 6 strings and is played by striking, plucking, and drumming. The pratuang has been played for centuries within the Bidayuh community, a skill that has been passed down through the generations. Amazing. That is amazing. I feel touched though. When I hear the music, the way you sing it, I feel touched. What is the story about?
Well, it is actually a poem, a beautiful poem, which relates to beautiful touch on our life. It's a song and music of celebration. The music itself is called Sinayet, and
Sinayet.
the song to accompany it is Buat Jeng.
Oh.
Actually, it is a poem, but recited in the form of a song.
Ah, I see. Ah, it's so beautiful. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much. They kept all the enemies had here.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. Wow. Oh, this is heritage.
It's the head house, or usually we call it just the pangah.
Pangah.
Okay, because in our area, the word pangah reflect our own kampong and the surrounding kampong nearby, which in Upper Padawan area, or generally in Padawan area, we call it pangah. The pangah itself serves as a centralized building, mainly to keep all those skulls, the warriors' trophies, which is the warriors' trophies, all the skulls, enemies of our warriors, of our people in the past.
Ah, the enemies.
The enemies' warriors.
Oh,
It
see.
It was all about warriors versus warriors.
I have to admit, I was feeling a bit nervous as I stepped into the head house. Headhunters had existed for centuries, even up to the colonial days. The headhunters were ruthless as they slaughtered their enemies and then preserved their skulls. Back then, rituals were performed in the head house as the skulls were smoked to appease the spirits. But this is no longer practiced today. This was once a place where the Bidayuh warriors congregated. Cultural ceremonies were also held at the barrow in honor of all old traditions in conjunction with the Harvest Festival. This is indeed an educational experience, one that I'll remember for sure. From the Annah Rais Longhouse, we made our way to the Masa Ecotourism and Event Centre, or Masa Homestay on Jalan Kampung Semadang, Jambusan. We're here to meet Robert Kenneth and to check out his homegrown avocado farm. There are more than 100 avocado trees at the farm, and the trees bear fruit throughout the year.
How big can this grow?
This also depend. Dia depend dengan jenis dia. Yang ini adalah jenis alligator. Asalnya dari Indonesia. Yang paling besar adalah 800 gram.
So way bigger than this.
Almost 1 kg. Apa yang membuat dia besar itu? Penjagaan dia juga. Your fertilizer must be right. Baja yang kita gunakan haruslah baja yang berkualiti. Boleh membesarkan buah dia. Buah dia mesti sihat. Putih-putih. Sudah banyak sudah.
He was right. There were plenty of avocados on the ground ripe for the picking. I was quite pleased with myself. The large avocados that I managed to collect could probably last me for a whole month, maybe even more. Yes, it's good to be back. A welcome change. Honestly, I never thought that I'd discover places, people, and things in my own backyard. Sometimes you don't realize how unique something is until you view it from a different angle. Pay attention to the details. From this moment on, I don't want to miss a thing. Fresh from the farm. It is actually sweet.
Is it creamy?
Yes, it is creamy and it's actually sweet. See you again, same time next week on Outback Sarawak. Till then!